Szanowni Państwo, mam dziś niezwykłą przyjemność powitać wszystkich.
Today, I am extremely pleased to welcome everyone to a very special health session. We will have the opportunity to recall the benefits of two Duolife products, namely the two liquid formulas, Vita C and Collagen. Both dietary supplements consistently enjoy great interest and trust from you. This is all due to the perfectly selected ingredients and recipes based on the principle of synergism. Additional features that ensure the highest quality of Duolife products are the completely natural composition, the highest quality of raw materials, and the concentrated portions of active compounds present in the formulas. The names collagens and Vita C obviously suggest the collagen and vitamin C content of the supplements that will be the protagonist of today's health session. Collagen is one of the most important proteins that build our bodies. It accounts for as much as 30% of all proteins in our body. Its name comes from the Greek word kolla, which means glue, because collagen, in a way, glues cells together, being the main component of the so-called extracellular matrix. Collagen is also the most important component of connective tissue. It is due to collagen that our skin is elastic, firm, and resilient, resistant to adverse external factors, and our joints function optimally. Collagen deficiencies can lead to excessive hair loss and deteriorating condition of nails, teeth, blood vessels, or the cornea of the eye. Vitamin C, on the other hand, is an extremely valuable antioxidant. As you are well aware, antioxidants support the body's protection against oxidative stress caused by harmful free oxygen radicals. One molecule of antioxidant can only react with one free radical, and that's why a continuous supply of natural antioxidants with daily diet and supplementation is so important. We should also remember that vitamin C is essential for the biosynthesis of collagen in our bodies. Without it, the process of hydroxylation of the amino acids proline and lysine will not occur, and the molecule in the form of the triple helix of collagen will not be properly built. With the right amount of vitamin C, the collagen helix produces the correct collagen fiber structure and correspondingly strong bonds. You need to know that the composition of both Duolife products, Duolife Collagen and Duolife Vita C, are much more complex and full with complementary active ingredients. It's not just collagen and vitamin C. On a daily basis, we often forget the role of these other ingredients in products. That's why it's worth listening about the important function they play. In addition, are you familiar with the term biological background? How important is it? What are the advantages of products in which the active ingredients are present together with the biological background? You will find out all about it in just a moment. I would also like to communicate that Duolife products will soon be joined by dietary supplements in sachets as complementary products to the liquid forms, that is Duolife collagen powder and Duolife Vita C powder. It's great news because complementary supplementation is incredibly valuable to support your daily diet and healthy lifestyle. Today, I am also pleased to hand over the remaining part of the health session to Justyna Godin, MD, Director of Research and Development at Duolife. We work closely with Ms. Godin in creating the formulas for Duolife products. In just a moment, she will introduce you to the extraordinary world of collagen and vitamin C. Thank you for attention.
Dziękuję za uwagę.
Witajcie moi drodzy.
Hello,
Będziemy
everyone.
dalej z tematem zdrowia.
We're going to
Bardzo ważnym
continue
tematem.
this topic of health, which
Dzięki
is
też tej
very
strony podziękować
important.
doktorowi
I would like to
Kardaszowi
thank
za
Dr.
przywództwo i
Kardash for
wprowadzenie do
this great
tematu, który
introduction
będziemy
to the
dalej
topic,
kontynuować.
which we're going
W
to
naszym studium,
keep
tak jak słyszeliście
discussing in
wcześniej,
our
jest
studio.
doktor
Here
Justyna
we
Godin,
have
medyczny
Dr.
biolog.
Justyna Godin. Hello, in our studio. Hello, everyone.
Witam.
Hello,
I teraz,
Karol.
moi drodzy, chcieliśmy porozmawiać
And
z wami
now
dzisiaj
we wanted to talk to you
na temat
today
jakby produktów, które są
about
już
the
jakby znane,
products
produkty,
which you already
być
know.
może używacie i już po prostu
Maybe
polecacie.
you use them, maybe you
Ale mam
recommend
pytanie tak,
them.
będziemy rozmawiać o
But I have a
kolagenie
question because we're
i o
going to talk
produkcie Vita C.
about
No i teraz
collagen
pytanie,
and Vita C.
skąd ten temat się wziął?
Now the
Skoro
question is,
są produkty, które już
why
tak długo
are we
jakby
going to
towarzyszą
discuss it
i są
today
w naszych lodówkach.
since we've had it for such a long time already? Yes, that's a good question. Thank you very much for this question. And today, yes, we are going to kind of revise the material that is connected with these two liquid formulas, that is Duolife Collagen and Duolife Vita C. Why? Well, these products attract the most interest. We receive a lot questions about these products from you. These are all kinds of questions, but they also refer to what differentiates the liquid formula as well as the ingredients. So that's why today we decided to tell you one more to remind you about the products Duolife Collagen and Vita C.
Uszanowane i wybrane już przez społeczność, że
So
produkty
these
bardzo
these
dobrze korzystają.
products are considered to be very good
Pani
by the
doktor, padło tutaj
community.
słowo
They often use
wpływ
it.
na odwód. No to o co
You've
chodzi z
mentioned
tym?
liquid
Skąd
formula.
wpływ
So,
zapachowany płynny?
where does the idea come from? What is it? The liquid formula is a very interesting technological proposition and very typical for Duolife supplement products. So I think it's worth underlining once again the advantages of this formula. Liquid formula, most of all, makes it possible for us to prepare the recipe in a very interesting way because we can base this on the so-called biological background. We can include ingredients in a complete form. What's more, this form makes it possible to apply the supplement very easily. Some people prefer this liquid formula. These might be people for whom it's difficult to swallow a capsule, for example. That's why this formula is really important for them.
We also have here this liquid form encapsulated in dark bottle and pharmaceutical quality glass that guarantees proper quality of the natural ingredients contained in those supplements in all our liquid formulas. Therefore, we don't have any additives, unnecessary additional substances, which we don't like and we don't want, like preservatives, artificial coloring agents, antioxidants, and all the additives that guarantee stability. We don't have it here, and thanks to many valuable ingredients contained in the supplements that themselves have the capacity of natural preservation and of maintaining the quality of the dietary
Bardzo już tutaj
supplement
wiemy, czego
contained
tego
in a
nie ma i
bottle.
czego
Okay,
nie ma,
great.
jeśli
We know
chcemy,
what's
żeby
not
mieć coraz
there,
lepsze.
doctor, and
A
we
co oprócz
know
jakby tych
what we
podstawowych
don't
składników,
want there,
jak witamina
but
D czy
apart
kolagen, co
from
tam
the
jeszcze jest?
basic ingredients, collagen or vitamin C, yes, what's there? Okay, that's a good question. We very often encounter this simplification. I could say that if to allow collagen, then we have collagen inside. If Vita C, then we have vitamin C, and that's it. Um, well, it's definitely a broader thing. Those recipes, in my opinion, are very complementary and very interesting based on many, many active ingredients. In the case of collagen, this is not only collagen, but this is also very precious glycosaminoglycans like chondroitin sulfate or glucosamine sulfate. We have also plant extracts that are standardized for a very high quantity of silica. But in the case of Vita C, it's the same story almost. It's not only isolated vitamin C dissolved in water and put into bottle. This is a composition, a recipe based on many as four sources, uh, plant juices, extracts, which are standardized for the content of natural vitamin C. So the formula is very well prepared, composed, and not only isolated active
Super, dziękuję. To
ingredient.
jest
That's great. That
myślę,
shows
że
me
tam
that
po
it's
kozłotach bardziej
like
widać
the
sól, bo jest bardziej
nature form that it's much more premeditated.
super. A
Yes,
proszę mi się
it's
podzielić,
closer to
pojawia się
nature.
takie też pytanie, czy
There's
tak
also a
już
question
trochę
that we
taka wiedza
often
generalna,
hear. We
a
know
często
that the
się mówi o
vitamin
tej
C is
witaminie C,
natural,
czy
but
we
it's
wszystkich
often said
witaminy,
that
czy w tych
in all the
ekstraktach
vitamins or the
powiedzmy, że to tło
extracts,
biologiczne
we
jest
have
bardzo
this
ważne, tak?
biological background, which is very
Zasuwa się na temat
important.
tego tła
Yes, we
biologicznego, to
often
czasami ktoś nie wie,
repeat
co to
that.
tło biologiczne, no powiedzcie nam niestety.
Someone might not know. So, what about this biological background? It's often used. We often say that we have active ingredients with active biological background. This is the natural surrounding environment for active substances, which in this liquid formula, due to this high volume that we have of Vita C, we are able to contain in those recipes and to use those precious acids, features of those formulas based on the biological background. What is it? It's a full set of active ingredients, substances that support this key active substance that we aim at. So, for example, in the case of vitamin C, this will be a pool of other compounds, so-called polyphenols, or flavonoids, of antioxidants, and other active ingredients. This will be a pool of microelement vitamins, which are naturally contained in fruit juice or extracts, which supports, like in nature, which supports the absorption, the bioavailability of those precious active substances in our alimentary tract. That's why this absorption is better. It's like following or copying what's in nature, following the natural environment for
Korzystanie z
the
tego, co matka naturalnie
natural
zastosowała.
ingredient. It's
Ja sobie
like
przy tym
using what the Mother Nature
teraz
has for us. In the
wyobrażam, że
biological
się
background,
widzimy
I
w jakimś
imagine
super
sometimes
piłkarza,
that
tak?
we
Czyli on
took
by po
like
prostu
a
odzwierciedleniem
super
jakiejś super witaminy, typu
football
witaminy C,
star,
tak?
and
Żeby,
he would
żeby
be,
był
let's say,
Lewandowski, czy
vitamin
Messi,
C,
czy Ronaldo, to by
Lewandowski,
kolorował nimi, tak?
Messi,
To
a
teraz jakby
very
on
good
sam bez
football
tego
player.
biologicznego, bez całej
If
tej
this
drużyny, bez tej
player
trochę
was
umporu,
only by
bez bramkarza,
himself,
on by sam nie
without
zrobił
other
takiej roboty.
players,
I może jest
without
bardzo
the
niebezpieczna, to ta
goalkeeper,
witamina
he
C
wouldn't do
jest
the
taką bardzo
job
dobrą witaminą.
himself. It's like vitamin C
To jakby
wouldn't
scrollować
do
11
the job.
super dobrych
Vitamin C.
piłkarzy
That's a
wystrzelać
perfect
bramek
solution.
i
Yes.
później będą grali drużyna
If
będzie
you
grała
clone
super.
11
Bardzo.
players of the
Proszę mi
same
powiedzieć, jakby
kind, they will not
a
be
propos witaminy
good.
C i
Yes,
dawkowania, jakby porcja
they
jakby
need
czy
others.
dozowanie mojego, ile
So,
powinien powiedzmy mieć na dzień?
how much should I take of this vitamin C? That's an interesting question. It's good to refresh that, recall that. So, what's recommended mm, by the food law or the standards that are defined for vitamins, included vitamin C, they are based on some general arrangements. And in this case, for vitamin C, the daily portion that is considered to be sufficient, it's based on 80 milligrams of vitamin C. But there are a lot of scientific reports, many documents that show that this daily consumption of vitamin C in many groups of people can be higher, recommended higher values. So we have groups of people that are especially prone to deficiencies of vitamin C in the diet, and this uh, they should implement higher dosages. So what are the dosages? Very often it's 200 milligrams of vitamin C, but you know for sure that very often there are recommendations for 1000 milligrams of vitamin C per day. This is the portion that is recommended in people who are prone to frequent deficiencies. For example, in autumn and winter and springtime, or in elderly people, or in people who often suffer from different infections, but also smokers. We often recommend higher consumption of vitamin C. Smokers, yes, there are passive smokers. Exhale fumes from cars. Yes, all of us. So I am prone to many dangers that perhaps my grandmother was not prone to in the past. So we have this threshold for intestines, yes, um, that if exceeded, there might be some stomach problems. So in the period of infection, I often took higher doses, and it never was the case for me that I had some problems. Vitamin C is solved in water, so it cannot get accumulated. So it's a safe vitamin. And if you take it in specific portions, it's safe and recommended. So if it's not gets accumulated, so it would be wise to take a few small portions during the day than one big. Yes, regularly. Yes, we often recommend to use small portions regularly and to care about the health regularly and to care about our diet. What about collagen, doctor? Collagen is not an ingredient that are standardized with some recommendations, strict recommendations of the Health Institute, but there are scientific reports, there are scientific bases that allow us to estimate roughly what the collagen consumption is safe and beneficial for us. Why should we supplement collagen, you can ask? Because, vitamin cannot be synthesized in our body. That's the definition of every vitamin. But the collagen, our body can biosynthesize. Yes, of course, this biosynthesis is important, that it's valuable, but what's its main importance? It is temporary, which means that in young people about 20, at the age of about 20, there is no problem with biosynthesis of collagen. But as early as at the age of 25, this biosynthesis becomes to get a bit worse slowly and slowly. It deteriorates, it's not so effective. And at about the age of 60 years old, basically, it can vanish completely. That's why the supplementation can be so precious. So, the first symptoms are the signs of aging. This is the sign of collagen fiber deficiency in the skin, but also in other elements of connective tissues, like in joints, bones, cartilage, teeth. So all those elements, all those organs of the body beg us in a way for this correct supply of collagen and this supplementation of the building elements from which our body could synthesize their own collagen. And apart from those basic things that you mentioned, collagen is also present in the eye, yes, in the cornea, yes. 70% of the building element, hair, skin, nails, uh, it's all dependent on collagen. So after a certain age, the body slows down. So I shouldn't be waiting until I'm 60. Yes, of course, from the age of 60, basically, it's over actually, because when this biosynthesis is slowing down, it's good to supplement to use regularly to keep this good condition of the connective tissue. So skin, hair, nails, bones, teeth, cartilage. These are the elements that we support. This is important information because some people feel they are immortal at the age of 25. I don't have to supplement anything, but it turns out that we have to actually. So now the question, What about the portion of collagen in the product that we are talking about? Whether the portion that we drink, is it enough? Well, we get back to this comprehensive composition of dual-life collagen, which is an amazing distinctive feature of this product. Of course, this collagen contains a dual-life collagen. This is important, but apart from that, we have many other precious glycosaminoglycans, which I mentioned. So, hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate. So these are so-called glycosaminoglycans, and they are important because they build extra cellular matrix, which keeps the fiber and elastin fibers. I talked about it a lot during a webinar, Make Your Day with Collagen. And this is when I explained the role of collagen and those glycosaminoglycans in a good condition of our body. I compared that to a dessert, a jelly with raisins, where the jelly was this matrix composed of glycosaminoglycans and the raisins were collagen. When will the dessert be good? When it's complete. It's not only the raisins that make a dessert. You must have the right jelly. It must be thick enough, and there must be the raisins. So we have the full set. And remember about silica, which is also present in our supplements. So three independent sources in the form of plant extract and a rich form of silica, source of silica that supports the function of the same elements that we have mentioned in the collagen. Okay, so could you let's publish a link to that previous webinar. There's a lot of information. And doctor, a question about the collagen. Is it hydrolyzed or is it native living collagen? That's a very good question, very important. In the case of collagen and dietary supplements, well, we have this based supplementation of high portions because we have the volume, we have the liquid. Usually we choose hydrolyzed collagen, and this is the case here. So this is the hydrolyzed collagen, and it means that this is a specific form in our, this is oligo form, where we have this molecule split into amino acids or 2 or 3 peptides composed of 2 or 3 amino acids. We have low molecular weight, and this is why they are very easily absorbed, bioavailable. And here there are a lot of scientific reports, a lot of publications which say that it's very favorable because those small elements, small amino acids, after they get to the blood system, they get to tissues where they participate in biosynthesis of our natural collagen, of this internal collagen. Why is it important? Because we have about 25 to 30 types of collagen, depending on the publications, and our body knows best which collagen it misses.
Whereas it's the first, the second, or the third type, and where we need it. So by supplementing these building cubes in the form of hydrolyzed collagen, we will best use it in our bodies. Whereas native collagen has a well-documented functioning in cosmetics, where it supports very well. And here I also refer to this recording that you can still download, Make Your Day with Collagen. It was really explained in detail there. When it comes to supplements, the supplementation of native collagen has to be based on very small portions. It's about 50 to 100 milligrams. So it's often used in capsules. But it's also less documented scientifically because it's not absorbed very well, or it is so slow that we don't benefit from it as much as from hydrolyzed collagen. It's like a reversed vaccine. It slows down the micro infectious processes. So when it comes to cartilage, so it's a bit of a limitation. In my opinion, hydrolyzed collagen is much better researched and recommended form of supplemented collagen. So it also comes in the oligo form. Well, you know, it's a misleading name, living, because hydrolyzed is better when it comes to the resource. Because we have collagen coming from fish, but you can also get it from beef. Yeah, there are very different sources of collagen. We use fish collagen for many reasons. Most of all, these portions, these molecules, these cubes, amino acids, or this oligo form is a very beneficial form, which stimulates or ensures very good bioaccessibility, very good absorption. We often can't get it with collagen coming from beef, from cows. It's also better absorbed. Let's not forget about the context of illnesses from animals. When it comes to cows, we remember about very many diseases that come from them. So we also think about the safety of the raw material. When it comes to fish collagen, we don't have such problems. So it's well thought of, it's good source, it's biological background, so a lot of benefits. Dr. Kartash mentioned two new supplements. So can you also say something more about them? Is it possible? Yes, I can tell you a little bit about these new products because it's been mentioned. So we are waiting for the launch of two new products in the form of sachets. We're going to have Dual Life Collagen and Dual Life Vita C in the powder form. It can be used to prepare a delicious drink. Of course, it's based on natural ingredients. And what's most important, the recipes are completely different than those in liquid formulas. It's complementary to the liquid formula. So we will recommend complementary application of the liquid form with the powder form. What's important is that in sachets, you will have a concentrated portion of active ingredients, a lot of vitamin C, a lot of hydrolyzed collagen. So I'm sure you are all waiting for it. So it's a recommendation of complementary use. Liquid formula in the morning or in the evening. You can take the sachets with you to a different place. It's very convenient. You can take it with you to work. I am really looking forward to these two launches. The drinks are really delicious. You can't concentrate liquids, that's right. So it's a good idea. And when you go on a journey, for example, it's easier. So I'm not going to take bottles with me on a journey, on a trip. And when it comes to the sachet form, it's easier. I'm going to use it. I can't wait for it. One last question. Of course, you have the link in the chat to the event. So one more question. Can the supplements be used by children and pregnant women? Of course, we always get this question from your side, and it's a very general question. We can't really put everyone in the same category. So we do recommend consultation with a specialist, with a doctor who knows you, who knows your illnesses, your condition, who knows what medication you take. I don't think there are counterindications, big counterindications in the cases of most of you to take our supplementation of collagen and vitamin C, but here we always recommend consultations with a doctor. Let me just get back because I've just remembered about these formulas, sachet formulas and liquid formulas. There was a question from Carol about concentrated products. It's very important. There will be questions, I'm sure. Why liquid formula? Why powder formula? Well, the liquid formula guarantees this biological background. We have great space, room where we can contain active ingredients with biological background and ensure good absorption. In a sachet, we have a very concentrated active ingredients, so we can have bigger portions of the active ingredients in a daily portion because we have a big sachet, a lot of powder, and we can really benefit from this concentrated formula. So that's to clarify, because it's really valuable, a valuable implementation that we are all looking forward to. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear more information about the ingredients. And of course, when Duolife implements something, it's really well researched, well thought of, after a lot of research. So I'm sure the ingredients will be well designed. Thank you very much for all the information. I would gladly sit longer here and ask you more questions because I'm really curious about all these things. But unfortunately, we are running out of time. So thank you very much. I'm looking forward to another meeting where we will hear more about these new formula. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention today. And we'll move on to the next part.